Thank you, Daniela. Thank you for inviting me. I didn't understand any word of what she said about me. I hope that it's something nice. Anyway, and I'm today for you to put your focus on a topic which is not something new, which is not something revolutionary, but from my experience, I've seen many times repeating the same mistake from some professionals in the insurance sector, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a few minutes. Well, lately, most of the insurance companies realize that the claims are now turning from a burden to a valuable competitive advantage, and the people tend to decide what policy they will buy, not by the price of the policy, but by the reputation of the insurance companies regarding the claim management. So we will focus on digitalization of claim management, and what you see now is nothing to do at the first glance with the digitalization. You see here two beautiful flowers, and you may think that they are absolutely equal. They look like the same, and it's actually in this picture they are copy and paste, so they really look equal and identical, but one of them is the right one and the other one is the wrong one. And you'll see now why it is. The reason is the approach and the management of growing the beautiful flower. Of course, you can have a flower which is cut from its roots, and even if it's packed with a beautiful ribbon, it's different from the one which you've grown from the very beginning and will give you nice results afterwards. Of course, after time, in the beginning they look still the same, but after time they will be much different. The ribbon may stay still very nice, but if you don't have a system to feed your flower, to give it light, to give it good soil, to grow it, to care about it, it will die probably. So it grows the same with the technology and digitalization. The beauty on the surface depends very much by the strength of the roots below the surface. And in particular, how does it look? Okay, regarding the customer satisfaction and the client journey, when they have a claim, many companies initiate digitalization projects, like, for example, making a self-service wizards, making mobile application, chatbots, what to do next assistance. I mean, the client usually is very nervous when they have some damage or something, and they want to know what to do next, because they don't do it every day, and you have to be there in order to help the client how to proceed. And all this is digital surface of the insurance company. But in order to work, in order to appear this on the surface, you have to have a very strong root system inside. You have to have, of course, CRM, you have to have professional estimate systems, you have to have plan management system, etc., integration with the policy systems, anti-fraud system, etc. All those are specialized, or I would say powerful systems which stay behind in order for those things to appear on the surface. And let's take a look at some of them in particular. You want to make a mobile app because it's very modern, or you want to launch a chatbot in WhatsApp or Viber or something, or you want to even make a voice assistant in your call center, then you need, of course, in order for this to you can have it. You can have it in, for example, in a month. There are brilliant companies which make mobile apps and chatbots, etc. You can have it in a month. But what next? They will definitely die if they are not connected with the root. If they don't have a CRM, for example, because you have to know who is your client. You have to know how to authorize the client and to give them access to his own data. You have to give integrated the policy system inside in order to not to ask the client to put their information many times, but to have it already from your database. So this is how it happens. Then you may want to introduce self-service wizard in the mobile app, for example. But in order to do it, you have to have a, for example, document management system, or your process should be designed as a straight-through process in order to have self-service. You have to have anti-fraud, because how can you open self-service from the FNO to the payment if you don't have anti-fraud? You definitely have to have it, and you have to have it integrated. So, what to do next? Assistant. And here you have to integrate conversational AI, for example, voice recognition, etc. Then you want to give the client the option to automatically submit your documents and pictures. Then you have to have a technology to make image recognition in order to see is this the right image of the vehicle, for example, or the property damaged. Is this where the property is damaged, where the vehicle is damaged? There are many technologies now which appeared last years. They can recognize exactly the damaged parts. You have to have OCR to retrieve all the data which are in the document, all the significant data, to turn it into digital information. And you have to have, of course, document management in order to put the documents in the right place in order to be used afterwards. You have to integrate with, let's say, government systems to check the validity of the documents which are provided to you, etc. So, you understand the points. In order to have the digital flower on the surface, you have to have under the surface serious systems, and these systems should be integrated to talk to each other, to exchange data, to work with a single source of data, to be consistent, etc. Let's go from the client perspective to the internal process of the company. It's almost the same. In the companies, in the insurance company, you have different tasks there. You want to control the claim cost. You want to introduce paperless workflow. You want to manage your KPIs. You want to manage operational expenses, etc., etc. And for that, you also need the same basics. You also need a powerful platform like repair shop network management. You have to manage the repair shops around you and the contracts with them. You have to manage the supply network for spare parts. Because we're talking many times about the inflation of repairs, inflation of spare parts. If you don't manage them, the inflation is just something which just is coming to you and give you the only option to pay more, and you cannot manage the process. But if you have a system to integrate all these, they are measurable and manageable. And in this regard, I will give you one simple example with the control of the cost of the claim. I don't know if I have here a laser. No. Anyway, you may have a certain level of digitalization into your system, and may have the total amount of claims. I mean, the sum of the claim, the final sum of the claim, and then you have a lot of things. For example, you know what is the average claim for the company, and you can slice it through regions, through agencies, repair shops, makes and models of the vehicle, etc. And it's a lot of information. But what about if we are using professional estimation tools like the ones of Solera or DAT or something else, and they can give you back some information about the structure of the repair, what the repair consists of, and then you will know even more. You'll know that only 10% of your costs are going to remove and restore operations for vehicle repairs. And you'll know that 30% of those are going to painting and 40 to 60% are going to spare parts. And now you know where to put your management efforts. If you influence the spare parts prices, then you'll have much more significant results at the end. So it's important to manage this one. And this is managed by digitizing the process of the input of information regarding the structure of the repair. But what about if you want to go a little bit further? What about if you, for example, make a full digitalization of communication with repair shops and make checks of invoices, or have a system to check the expenses to the very low, to the lowest level of them, to know exactly how much time it's spent for spent for repair. What is the price for different types of labor? What is the price of the paint and additional materials? What discount you have received from the repair shop or from the spare parts suppliers? If you integrate the communication with repair shops, and if you integrate the communication with spare parts suppliers, then you can have this. And I know that many companies don't go as deep as this one. But if you have it, you have much more power, and you can control the process. Okay. REVAUXY, it's my company. I founded this company more than 25 years ago, and I have a lot of experience. We're making all this, what you have seen. We're doing this for our clients, and our philosophy is to make full digital environment, to digitize all the aspects of the internal processes in the insurance company and the surrounding environment. We integrate our smart claims is the name of our product, our platform. Okay, we make the smart claims platform, but we integrate it with the core insurance system, with the other systems in the insurance companies, with the web portal of the insurance company. We provide digital channels for all the external parties like customers, fleets, brokers, partners, etc. And also we digitalize the back office, and that's how we have the full picture and have all the data digitalized in our routes. And just to see an example, what happens when we miss to digitalize one of the players here. For example, if we don't manage our repair shop network or suppliers, then you will have here non-digital channels like phone calls, paperwork, conversations, or emails, which cannot be cannot produce real structured data, and you cannot benefit from them in the future. And you lose a lot of time, of course. You have extra cost for that. You have less satisfaction from the customer, etc., etc. So that's why our philosophy is to make the full digitalization of the company and the surrounding environment. Well, digitalization is not an option, it's a must. You have to know how to do it. It's very important to invest in the roots today in order to have the flower, the beautiful flower tomorrow. Thank you for attending my presentation. I would like to invite you to one of the next events of XPRIM, which will be in Sofia in October. This will be the first Bulgarian conference of XPRIM. I'm proud to be partner of XPRIM for this conference. Come and then in Sofia we'll discuss more about those topics, how to turn the claim from a burden to competitive advantage. Thank you very much.